So I'll offer Sufi grind as opening meditation for our compassionate flow. As always, if you choose to lie down or simply sit and breathe with your breath, you can absolutely move into that. Those of you choosing the Sufi grind, once you're comfortably positioned so your spine is tall, take a huge breath in, lift the rib cage off the pelvis, expand the heart, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, lean forward just a touch, and then continue to circle your spine. Tiny circles, straightish spine to begin. So these small circles and almost erect spine. You can feel how the circles start down at your tailbone and sacrum, drawing small circles on the ground. And invite your deepening breath into the low body. Feeling to smooth out all parts of the circle. With curiosity, watch the areas that are fluid, easy. Those areas that aren't so smooth. Without judgment or the need to fix. Expand your awareness to invite all parts of you into the practice. Feel for accessing all parts of you with your breath. And here's a good place to choose what will help you concentrate on slowing, deepening the breath, and using the sensation of breath to palpate your physical body. If trying to sit and move is a distraction from that process, then either lie down or go into child's pose and breathe. If you can feel your circles organically widening, smoothing out, then maybe you go into a more traditional Sufi grind where the rib cage kind of grinds around the pelvis, pressing out into its own broad circles. Or maybe you continue with organic movement, let the body either sway or stretch into the areas that breath wants to crawl into and explore. There are some meditation practices that are more disciplined, that ask you to stay with what's coming up without responding, changing your physical body. And those are very beneficial. This meditation is more of a way to tap into your prana, your vital life force, and to dance with it. The yoga postures themselves will restrain the prana and direct it throughout the body and mind. Here we're just stoking the fire, letting it rise. So this is a very personal, organic process. We'll continue for a few more moments. If you were continuing to circle in one direction, I would like you to now pause, take another breath to re-lengthen your spine, and exhale, reverse your circles. Of course, free form movement, continue as you are. If you chose stillness, stay where you are. Breathe. We'll keep going for about 6 more breaths. And if your movements have been big, dramatic, or quicker, now enact some discipline. Find your way back to center. Center can be sitting or it can be lying down. We'll use Brahmari as our pranayama. And I think we'll move through all 7 chakras today, so get comfortable. We'll stay with one buzz for each chakra, working from the crown to the ground. So if you're in a position and you like to use your hands to help bring your attention to the areas of the body, you're welcome to put your hands on your crown, the top of your head. It's kind of being real specific, the soft spot behind your big frontal bone. I think you can actually measure it if you put your palm right at your brow. Usually anatomically, the fingers are the length of the frontal bone, so right behind that. That's a little too specific. It doesn't have to be that specific. Some envision the chakra as white light. Some see it as purple. If you like to see things or imagine seeing, you can use those images. So this is our connection with the universe, our highest wisdom. We'll use a higher pitched buzz. Inhale with a humming sound. Sahasrara. We'll move down to Ajna, the 6th chakra, the 3rd eye point. I like to hold my brainstem between my 2 hands, one hand on the base of my skull, the other hand covering my eyes. This can be anywhere around the physical eyes, around the temples. Some include the ears in this chakra. This is your intuition, sometimes seen as purple, violet, indigo. Inhale. Moving down to Vishuddhi, the throat chakra. So throat itself, the glands of the throat, the thyroid, the jaw, the tongue, all the vessels of speaking, of ingesting information and putting it out. So ears sometimes included in that. Neck, cervical bones. Color, usually indigo, vibrant blue. With a soft tongue, we'll buzz. Inhale. And breathing directly into the heart chakra anahata. So anywhere between the diaphragm, collarbone, thymus is in there, and other lymphatic immune structures. The physical heart, the physical lungs. Yeah, I guess I would say your whole rib cage, everything from the diaphragm up. Summertime green is the color I usually visualize. Inhale. And down to the third chakra, Manipura, our power center. Belly button region. Diaphragm is usually considered the main muscle of this area, liver, the main organ, liver, gallbladder, but all the digestive viscera are included in here. Low back stuff. Sunshiny yellow, brassy buzz. Inhale. Second chakra, Svadhisthana, low belly, pelvic bowl, internal reproductive organs, intestines are in there, the hip musculature, the sacrum, the bone at the back of the pelvis. So still some low back stuff. Usually orange, fiery orange or earthy orange. Inhale. And finally, your first chakra, Muladhara, the root chakra. So pelvic bones down to your foot bones, anything in between. Sometimes I think the whole skeleton itself is involved in the roots. External reproductive organs and organs of elimination. All the musculature, knee issues can come up when this is disconnected. Nice earthy buzz. And for that one, some of you might have seen red. All right, we'll take one more buzz or the sound of Om, encompassing everything, just buzzing your whole being, or go back to whatever chakra felt like it could use some extra vibration. So either put your hands on that chakra or bring your hands into prayer. If you're in a place where you can sing out an Om, go for it. Otherwise, one big Brahmari hum. Inhale. All right, if you've been sitting, straighten your legs out. If you've been lying down, come up to your seat. We'll do some side bending. I will offer Baddha Konasana, but any cross-legged seat or even sitting in a chair is fine. Just make sure this chair is sturdy enough as you go side to side. You don't have to tense up to not fall off. So Baddha Konasana, if you can tip your pubic bone down, root down through your pubic bone and lengthen your spine up. Sometimes sitting like this will tuck your tail under. I don't really want you to side bend and overly stretch the low back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, your rib cage up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Relax head, neck to left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Focus on the breath. The movement might start out real small. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean left. Going back to fourth. Maybe on each breath, maybe you take a few breaths on each side. Some of you will get the desire to add the arms. You're welcome to do arms up or one arm up. And reach an arm across your ear as you side bend. Baddha Konasanas or even cross-legged seat. I do recommend activating the feet, spreading the toes and pulling them back, pressing your feet into the earth. Turn on your root like you're a potted plant. You're nice and secure. And then your plant can sway from its roots without getting uprooted. We'll take about 6 more breaths in this meditation. So if you want to pause and take 3 breaths on each side, here's a good time to commit to that. And when you complete this round, we'll meet in center. Maybe straighten your legs out again. Yeah, do straighten your legs out again. Bend the right knee. Foot on the floor, either one hand's width away from your left thigh, so they're hips width. Or if you prefer, you can cross right foot over left. Left hand, elbow to right knee. For this twist, let's lean back away from the thigh a little bit. So lean back, give your belly lots of space. Inhale, lengthen the ribs. And then if it feels right to squeeze back in towards the thigh, you can. Or feel for lengthening the spine from the pelvis and take up the space you've created. Take it up with your breath. One more breath. Exhale, center. Change sides. Straighten your right leg out. Left foot on the floor on either side. And if that hurts, of course, left knee open works just fine if you haven't already figured that out for yourself. And then twist towards left thigh, but then lean away from it. Give yourself space and feel for breathing the whole circumference of the rib cage up off your hips. So the front ribs expand, but so do the back and side ribs. One more breath. Exhale, release the twist. Let's all come down onto our backs. Once on your back, knees to chest. Take a moment to get comfortable here. Rock out a little bit, massage back body into the mat. Maybe circle the knees and massage the low back, sacrum. And if it's the ground underneath you that's not comfortable, well, maybe take some time to pat it, get a blanket. All right, simple abdominal series. Bring your knees over your pelvis. Hands underneath your seat. For most of our low backs, that'll feel nice and supportive. If hands underneath even the fleshy part of your buttocks is not comfortable for hands, put a blanket or pillow there, intentionally tucking the tail. And breathe the low back down into the ground. Exhale. Draw the ribs in towards each other. Let's take a few breaths like that. I forget what muscle it's called. It's the muscle that squeezes everything in. Inhale, spread the ribs out. And exhale, feel for drawing the ribs in, the waist in. Not in a way that tightens really as much as creates a supple, elastic contraction and expansion with the inhale breath. 2 more breaths like that. Transverse abdominis, your corset-like muscle, but not restrictive like your corset. Getting juicier and juicier with your breath. We'll keep that gently engaged, the ribs hugging in and down into your belly, but the breath still free to move into the ribs above that. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, start to lower right leg towards earth, maybe 2 inches, maybe 2 feet. Keep pressing low back flat. Inhale, pick the right leg back up. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, left leg to sky. Press the low back flat. Exhale, lower left leg towards ground. Pull belly in. Lengthen thigh bone from hip. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend your knee. Again, inhale, right leg up. If you feel your neck jaw straining, put a pillow underneath your head. Exhale, lower right leg towards earth. Spiral the top of the thigh in towards the left. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, left leg up. Pull upper body relaxed. Exhale, pull low belly in, lower left leg. Continue to draw low belly in as you inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Continue on your own, 3 more times each side, just feeling for articulating those muscles that lengthen and control your heavy leg without causing tension anywhere else in the body. So be curious how you can do this with the least effort, least strain. If you're feeling real strong, you can work both legs at the same time for a round or 2. Notice the temptation to strain your jaw and face. And maybe choose to not do that. When you complete the round you're on, 1 more full round to each side. If you're focusing on the breath, you'll notice this is a meditation more than anything else. Don't get distracted by the effort. Use the effort as part of your meditation. Invite that in too. And whether you love or hate this kind of work, invite that in without judgment. Let it be here. When your rounds are done, you can choose to rest with knees to chest, or maybe you want to take a mini shavasana. Just find a place where you can really let go. Pelvic tilts into supine cat cow. Feet on the floor, hips width apart. Arms relaxed alongside body. Here, low back not pressing to mat. Feel for the natural curvature of your spine. So the sacrum, the back of the pelvis is heavy. Low ribs, ideally, are on the mat. If they're really far arched off the mat, here's a good place to either put a pillow under head or even a ramp underneath your shoulders and head. So you can find some ease in your natural low back curve. We'll exaggerate that curve as we inhale, top rim of sacrum off the earth, tipping towards your sitting bones. And exhale, top rim of sacrum down into mat. Now flattening the low back. Inhale, top rim, sacrum, sky. Exhale, top rim, sacrum, earth. First few rounds, smaller movement. Inhale, top rim, sacrum, sky. Fill the low back ribs with your breath. So they're not lifting too much. Exhale, top rim, sacrum down. Trying to articulate just the pelvic movement. Keep going. Feel for a sense of lubricating, oiling up around the hip joints. Between the pelvis and low spine. Giving your low spine space to breathe, space between its bones without straining at all. All right. Some of you, that movement's getting smoother, freer. Now you can start to exaggerate the arching of the low back and ribs up as you inhale, top rim, sacrum off earth. And exhale, maybe tucking the tail under so that your buttocks start to peel off the earth when you breathe out. Whether you're choosing to move into that more dramatic movement or keeping it small, you can add the arms. Inhale, top rim, sacrum, sky, arms up. Exhale, top rim, sacrum presses down, hands down. Continue on your own, using the in-breath to expand the front body and the out-breath to massage back body to earth. 4 more breaths. Your neck and jaw may respond, and as long as that doesn't feel like it's creating tension, You can let it move. That's part of your spine. Some would say that neck jaw movement is a nervous system response, actually a fight, flight, or freeze response. But here, when you are calm and safe, you can reprogram that movement so it doesn't automatically signal stress. They do that work in somatics practices if you're curious about that. We have them locally. All right. When you are complete, find your let go position, a little shavasana, or knees to chest, or happy baby. Something simple that allows you to feel your experience of what you've stirred up. Let's roll onto our bellies. Quarter boat. Line your belly, fold your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. If you're looking at me, I won't be resting my head down because of my microphone. So you take advantage of the fact that you can simply rest your head, relax your neck. Breathe into the back bottom ribs. Exhale, curl pubic bone down into the mat. Lengthen the right thigh bone back like you're starting to crawl it on the floor out of your pelvis. Continue to breathe into back bottom ribs. Exhale, spiral the right thigh in towards the left, the top of the thigh in, the inner thigh to the sky. And your right leg might lift up. And if that's the case, you activate your toes and find a little contraction around the sitting bone into tailbone. If you feel your glutes firing, almost like your buttock is making a fist, soften that. And start to articulate the parts of the glutes that lengthen the leg rather than lift it. Left leg as relaxed as possible, heavy. Hips heavy. Exhale, relax completely. Take an expansive breath into your back bottom ribs, spacious low back. Exhale, curl the pubic bone down into the mat and extend left leg back. Almost a sense, I like to visualize my thigh bone as unscrewing from where it's locked into the hip. Make a little space. Sense of elasticity. And if the leg starts to float up, cool, activate foot, activate the muscles around your sitting bone without clenching buttocks, especially not clenching your teeth. And low back, still spacious, full of breath. Exhale, relax that leg down. Again, huge breath into low back ribs. Exhale, curl pubic bone into mat and start to lengthen both thighs back. That sense of lengthening might not even move the legs. That's fine. Or maybe they keep turning in towards each other and rising up without clenching buttocks or low back muscles. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, relax down. Bring your arms down alongside your body. Backs of hands on the earth, forehead, shin on the mat. Let's leave the hands down this round. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your legs back. Reach your sacrum down towards your heels. Breathe your heart forward. Exhale, ease the shoulders back. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Press to all fours. If being on all fours doesn't work for you, we'll be doing cat-cow variations, so you can lie on your back, and like we did cat-cow on the back before. You'll follow along, facing the sky. So take a moment to settle in here to all fours. Maybe do a normal cat-cow. Actually, let's all move into normal cat-cows for a moment. Normal cat-cows meaning the flexion and extension of the spine, opening the front of the spine, rounding the back of the spine, breathing into either side, getting lots of breath between the bones of the spine. We'll do a movement that mimics the craniosacral rhythm of rocking and gliding, the movement of your cerebral spinal fluid from your brain down your spine to your sacrum, bathing the spinal cord itself, and back up again. You can absolutely do this movement down on your elbows. All right, let's all inhale into cow tilt. Opening the heart belly towards earth, look forward, tail lifted. Now keep your spine just like that, your belly down, your tail up, and just drop your chin down. Inhale. Exhale, cat stretch. Round your spine up to the sky. Tuck your tail under, head is still down. Keep your spine rounded like a Halloween cat. Just look forward. Extend the neck. Take a breath. Exhale, cow tilt. Drop your belly, chest, and down. Keep that shape. Just drop the chin down. Inhale, spine to the sky. Cat stretch. Keep your spine arched like a cat and look forward. Just the head moves. Again, inhale, chest to earth. Keep that shape. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale, round spine to sky. Keep that. Exhale, look forward. All right, continue that on your own, doing a cat-cow movement, but then just moving the head. It's the opposite direction. Take about 3 more breaths. If you're getting frustrated, this is thinky for you. Do a normal cat-cow with loud breathing. And then either rest in child's pose or crawl out onto your belly to rest. Whatever position you're in, continue to run your breath up and down your spine. And notice what you notice. Let's meet in a low lunge. Step your right foot forward between your hands, back knee on the earth. If back knee needs padding, please listen to it. Hands framing the front foot, either rise onto your fingertips or use your blocks. Breathe your chest forward of your knee. Exhale, ease the shoulders back. Drop the hips towards front heel. Tuck your back toes under. Take a breath. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Lift your back knee up. Maybe it feels safe to keep your feet wide in this stance. Pressing your left heel back so you can get a bonus calf Achilles stretch. Set the left knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale your chest forward. Drop your hips and lengthen your spine from your hips. Exhale, stretch back into your hamstring stretch. Yes, you can choose to leave left knee on earth. 2 more times. Inhale, lunge. Drop tail towards front heel. Breathe up into heart. Exhale, stretch back. Take another breath on your own. Runner's lunge. Bend your right knee, stay on your back toes. I do recommend activating the front foot by lifting and spreading the toes. One thing that does is stabilize the knee, takes the pressure off it. Twisting warrior, stay on left hand or left hand on block. Right hand on hip, draw your right hip under. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Turn your chest to your knee. Exhale, spiral to the sky. Optional, right arm to sky. Prasarita Padottanasana. If the fancy transition works for you, bring your right hand down to your left hand, walk your hands to the left, and turn your right toes in so you're facing the side of your mat with your feet parallel to each other in a wide stance. You can find your way there without it being fancy. Just keep breathing. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Spider. Inhale, half lift. Turn your toes out, your heels in, bend your knees. Hips might drop as low as your knees, but not lower than that. Hands can either stay on earth, or some of you will do hands or elbows on thighs, or hold onto your ankles and use your elbows to compassionately open your inner thigh. Spine lengthening, back through your tail, out through your crown. Keep the chin in slightly. But you can turn your eyes themselves forward, looking towards third eye, without straining the neck. Lunge to the left foot. Lower the back knee down. Hands on either side of left foot. Come onto fingertips or maybe blocks. Again, lift and spread your toes. Drop your hips towards your front heel. Breathe your chest forward of your knee. Hamstring stretch. Tuck your back toes. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight back. Long pyramid. Now 3 times with flow. If flow doesn't work for you, then take 6 more breaths. Well, 3 more breaths, I guess. And any position. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, stretch it back. 2 more times. Runner's lunge. Bend the left knee, leave the right knee up. Strong back leg, drawing your tail back. Breathe your rib cage, the backs of the ribs, and sternum forward. Continue to lengthen the spine as you move into your twist. Right hand to ground, left hand to hip, pinning your left hip down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, spiral, maybe left arm to sky. Prasarita, wide angled fold. Left hand down to right for the fancy transition. Walk your hands to the right, turn the left toes in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Spider. Inhale, half lift. Turn the toes out, the heels in. Exhale, sink it down. Again, any arm variation. You can experiment with cat-cows here to feel for lengthening the spine. We'll work our way down to our seats. Some of you will put your hands down and ease your way down to sitting, one knee at a time. Some of you will dance your way down to squats. You walk the feet a little closer together as you bend your knees until maybe your hips drop to your heels. And then take a moment in your malasana, whether it's hands down bowed or hands at heart rising, you choose. And find your way all the way to your seat. Seated side bend, left leg straight. Right foot half straddle or the heel to butt variation. Turn your belly slightly toward your right knee so you can move sideways over the left leg. If it's helpful to you to inhale the left arm up to make length in left side body and then come down, you can use that breath. Start with right hand behind your back so you can feel for opening the right shoulder collarbone wide. And optional, maybe right arm extends past your ear. Gaze wherever the neck is comfortable. And bring your hands down, tuck your chin. So you keep your neck relaxed as you come up. Turning towards the left thigh for a forward fold. So you might want to adjust the back knee. If you're in this hurdler's lunge, both bringing the right knee in is correct for a forward fold. Pull your belly in. Or you might be in a place where you can open into splits. If you're in half straddle, bring your left foot in to touch the right leg and maybe square your hips and then fold over left leg. It is correct to also keep the right knee wide, not squaring hips, but then twisting. If that feels beneficial to you, you can get a nice hip stretch. If your hip stretch feels like low back strain, that's not beneficial. You reach back through your tailbone, pull your belly in to pull you up. And straighten your right leg out. If you are in a very compressed position, give it some love. Fold the left knee in. Now, just because your left knee or you did something on your right side doesn't mean your left knee will comply. So if you need to take a different shape, that's fine. Okay. Turn towards your bent knee. So you're angled sideways over right leg, optional, inhaling the right arm up. And exhale to lengthen out over right leg. Left arm starts behind your back to roll left shoulder open. Relax head towards right shoulder. You can gaze any direction where the whole spine feels lengthening, but your neck is relaxed. Optional, left arm lengthens over ear. Neck stays relaxed as you crawl out of that. And then turning towards your right leg. Again, adjust the left leg, maybe mirroring what you did on the first side. If you choose this heel to butt shape, yes, you're going to feel like you're going to tip over. Tuck your tail, pull your belly in, engage your Mula Bandha, your root lock. Or sit up on a blanket or block. Take some of the strain out of it, the struggle out of it. Inhale, glance towards your toes. Exhale to come up. All right. Find your way towards your Shavasana, either on your back or prop yourself so your legs are up. Take a moment if your body's asking for any final twists or active inversions. Once you're relaxed, I'll talk us through another round of Brahmari in relaxation, the buzzing of the chakras. If you prefer to relax undisturbed, I won't take it personally if you turn the Zoom off. So I'll give you 6 or 8 breaths to settle in. This time we'll buzz the chakras from bottom to top, and we'll add the intonation, the syllable that's usually associated with it. So Wilhelm, if you want to join us for this, you can hum with us. Yes, you. So once you're comfortable, whether you're lying down or you prefer to sit, that's fine. Feel down again into your root chakra, anything from your bony pelvis down to your toes. All the muscles involved in that and the tissues. The sound usually associated with the root chakra is lam. So we'll repeat lam 3 times. Linger on the so you can vibrate yourself. Together, breathe in. Lam, lam, lam. You can repeat the syllable up to 7 times if that's what feels right to you. Moving up into second chakra, Svadhisthana, your low belly, hips. Vam. Inhale. Vam. 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 Solar plexus. Manipura. Ram. Brasi. Inhale. Ram, ram, ram. Heart chakra, yam. Breathe in. Yum, yum, yum. throat chakra. Hum, hum. Breathe in. Hum, hum, hum. And the upper two chakras are Om, Om. Third eye. Inhale. Om, Om, Om. And finally, crown chakra. Om. Om, Om, Om. Rest in the residual vibration or sit and contemplate. And continue to rest if you like, or start to deepen your breath. If you'd like to hum into any of your energetic centers before you rise, take the time to do so. Let's say our lower chakras are the more earthy ones. So if you're feeling spacey, deeper buzzes for the low body. If you want to keep floating, higher chakras. Crawl your way up to sitting. May our practice benefit not only us, may all beings everywhere know peace, be happy, healthy, and safe. Namaste.